Hello students. So this is our lecture number 5 on quadratic equation. Previously we have seen what is a quadratic equation, what is the general form of quadratic equation, what are the roots of the variable, and how to determine the nature of the roots without solving the quadratic equation. So all these parts we have already seen. Now in today's lecture we are going to see how to solve a quadratic equation. Now remember students, there are two methods to solve the quadratic equation. The first one is a normal factorization method which we are doing from last 8th standard, and the second one is a formula method which I am going to teach you, and then we will solve the questions. So first of all, I am taking the factorization method to solve a quadratic equation. So basically we will be solving quadratic equation by factorization method to find out the value of x. Let us take one example. Say x square minus 10x plus 24 equal to 0. How to solve it by factorization method? Now you all know that this can be solved by splitting the middle term. How do we split the middle term? We multiply a into c. What is a? Coefficient of x square. Nothing is written, that means 1, and c is the constant term. So 1 into 24, that gives you 24. Now we need to take the factors of 24 which on addition or subtraction should give you minus 10. So factors of 24 is 6 and 4. 6 into 4 is 24, and if I take minus 6 and minus 4, that will give me minus 6 and minus 4 will give me minus 10. So I will be taking it as minus 10x could be written as minus 6x minus 4x and then plus 24 as it is equal to 0. Now take common from these two factors. I will take x common from here. So I'll take x minus 6. Middle we have minus sign. I will take common from here also. I'll take 4 common from here. So it is x. Since I have taken a minus sign here, so this sign will get changed and it will be minus 6. So I have one common factor, that is x minus 6, and the other common factor is x minus 4 equal to 0. Now in the last class I told you if you have a into b equal to 0, then we can make separately a equal to 0 and b equal to 0. So let us make x minus 6 equal to 0. So in that case we are getting x is equal to 6, or x minus 4 equal to 0, and in that case we are getting x is equal to 4. So the two values of the quadratic equation is x is equal to 6 and x is equal to 4. So this is how we are getting the values by factorization method. Please copy it down. We'll take another example. I hope this is done. Let us see another example. Yeah, now the quadratic equation is x minus 3 upon x plus 3 plus x plus 3 upon x minus 3 equal to 2 whole 1 by 2. We can solve it by taking the LCM as it is, or you can see here one particular thing, that is this one is x minus 3 upon x plus 3 and this one is x plus 3 upon x minus 3, which is reciprocal to this. So if I consider a is equal to x minus 3 upon x plus 3, then this will be 1 upon a, because this is just reciprocal of this, right? So I consider a is equal to x minus 3 upon x plus 3. So this equation becomes a plus 1 upon a is equal to 2 whole 1 by 2. Also, I will change this into the improper fraction. So let us change it into improper fraction. This will become 5 upon 2. Let us take LCM here. A is the LCM. So a square plus 1 is equal to 5 upon 2. Cross multiply. 2a square plus 2 is equal to 5a. Get 5a this side. 2a square minus 5a plus 2 equal to 0. Again we got a trinomial which could be solved by splitting the middle term. 2 into 2, 4. The factors of 4 which will give rise to 5 on addition or subtraction. So you understand the factors are 4 and 1, right? So we'll write 2a square minus 4a minus a plus 2 equal to 0. Now again the same thing, you take common from these two terms. We'll take 2a common. So it will be a minus 2 minus sign. So here nothing is common. Nothing is common means we can take 1 common. So it will be a minus 2. Why minus 2? Because I have taken minus common here. So this sign will change, equal to 0. Always remember that we should get same thing inside the bracket after doing the middle term factor. If I don't get the same thing inside the bracket, that means my solution is wrong. So we have to change it. So the two factors are a minus 2 is one factor and the other factor is 2a minus 1 equal to 0. Again we got a into b equal to 0. So we will separately make a equal to 0. So we got a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 0. So we got a is equal to 1 upon 2. Now we need to substitute the value of a. We considered a is equal to x minus 3 upon x plus 3. We will substitute the value of a. That is, we'll write x minus 3 upon x plus 3 is equal to 2. Cross multiply and solve for x. I'll do it here. I'll rub this portion. So from here I'm cross multiplying. So this is nothing means 2 by 1. So cross multiply, I'm getting x minus 3 is equal to 2 whole into x plus 3. So x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 6. Get the x quantities in the same side. So it will be x minus 2x is equal to 6 plus 3. I sent 2 that side. So this is minus x is equal to 9 or x is equal to minus 9. This is one of the value of x. Similarly, we'll substitute a here. A is x minus 3 upon x plus 3 equal to 1 by 2. So we'll solve it here. We'll cross multiply 2 whole into x plus 3. Sorry, x minus 3. 2 whole into x minus 3 is equal to x plus 3. So 2x minus 6 is equal to x plus 1. We need to find out x. So get x in the same side. 2x minus x is equal to 1. Get 6 that side plus 6. Therefore x is equal to 7. So we got the values of x, that is minus 9 and plus 7. So dear students, this is factorization method. We are doing factorization from class 8th standard. So whatever way you can do it, the first step of factorization is to take common. So either you take common or if you have a trinomial, you do the middle term factor, splitting the middle term, and then you get the values of x. So we have seen factorization method. We will be doing more sums on this, and stay tuned to our channel. Thank you so much. In the next video, we are doing more sums on factorization method. Thank you so much.